Izette from Zetster's Lab. This morning I had the time of my life. So I realized once again we've got to allow life, the life in us, to surprise us. One thing I've learned over the last couple of years is my life is never going to turn out as I believe it should, wanted to. I'm not in control, so my life, no matter how I try, how I prayed in the past, how I fasted, how I believed, things happened that was totally out of my control, things that I didn't want to happen, and I was angry and upset. And first I thought it's the devil, and then I realized, but God is always in control, so he allows the devil and blah, blah, blah. And then I came to a point where I realized the life in me, my spiritual source, knows what I need, knows me. And that was life-changing for me. So the fighting stopped. The fighting between Izette and the life in me. I surrendered. I said, okay, I'm in any case out of control. I'm just going to go with the flow. Learn to go with the flow. Learn to be content in every situation. Learn to make peace with my journey. And it's a learning process. It doesn't happen like this. So I've been learning. And I've been growing. And this morning, most of you know that it was my birthday 2 days back. And that we had flu previously. So I couldn't get to the shops. Not even to buy stuff for my party last tea, my cake and tea party. I just ordered online. That was also a revelation. That was also the life in me leading me. Don't worry, you don't need the strength to go to the shops. Just order online. They will come and deliver it. And I had such joy packing out all the eats and make my table and my dining room and whatever beautiful. It was such fun. And remember, I also told you before my birthday, a week or two before that, I said, I really just don't want to be home. I don't want to entertain others on my birthday. It's my birthday. I don't want to do it. And guess what? We got the flu. We couldn't go anywhere. No matter how I tried, nothing worked. So at the end, we had to stay home. Once again, the life in me leading us to stay home. Then I thought, okay, now what now? And hubby said, you don't have to do anything. I said, but I want to do something. It's my birthday, you know. I cannot not do anything. And that's when the spirit, the life in me, led me to WhatsApp your friends, tell them to come, order some snacks, and voila. And we had a fantastic time. Once again, not my will, not Izette, but the life in me, leading me, guiding me in what I needed. You know, I don't know what I need. I think I do. But really, when I look back and I see how this whole birthday thing played out, and now today, this is what I want to share. We need to expect life to surprise us. So, this is my bedroom. So we've been sleeping on bedding for many, many years now. And I was washing the sheets and the one just came apart. It just had enough. It tore terribly and no ways I can mend it. So we needed some sheets. And then we had this 2 blankets over the bed. My duvet is too hot. Yes, I love my duvet very, very much. But it is so hot, and we live in a climate that's never really cold. So let's say 10 days a year, I can sleep under the duvet, hubby and myself. We can sleep under our duvet. The rest, it's too hot. So I had these 2 blankets. One I made beautiful 10 years back, probably. Brushed, cut cotton, 2 sides and stuffed in the middle. Too beautiful. But really, 10 years ago. And then I had another little blanket, and it was way too small. I think it's for a double bed. This is a queen going for a king. So we were struggling and fighting nightly, hubby and I, for blankets. Then he's got it, then I got it, then no blankets. Then I said, but I want to sleep under this thing. Then I take the blankets off. Then halfway through the night, he'll jump up, get the 2 blankets again, throw this off. So yes, it's been going on for a couple of years. So this morning and whatever, I just realized it's time to go and get some bedding. I feel great. I'm ready for it. And I was in the car, off to town. And I was singing all the way. I loved every moment. And I'm not a shopper. That you must also know. I don't like spending money. It's difficult for me to spend money because for years and years we struggled financially. So spending money doesn't come easily. So yes, but I need to go and get some sheets and I'm gonna get a blanket. So I got into the first 2 shop. No, there's nothing there. Went to the 3rd shop, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. Just walking through everything and looking and touching. Glorious. What a day. And then I got to the 1 shop, and they had a 25% off their blankets. And so I couldn't decide what blanket to buy. And at the end, this one really, really spoke to me. It was just... It's very thick and very soft, and you can't really see it. But I must confess, I think I'm going to change it. It's too dark in my room. I love the natural colors on my bed. This is pure linen that I also got on a huge sale duvet cover, cushion covers. And this is just... too dark and too shiny for me. So there was another one that was cream and a little bit of light grey, and I think I'm gonna go and get that one. But the joy of going, it was just amazing. Then I walked through other shops, and there was beautiful mugs, half price, flowers on. I loved it. I bought 3, and things like that. Just things that we really need. It was just all there. Every shop there was something, and I was just in awe of the hugeness, awesomeness of the life in me, guiding me to everything, showing me, and the joy that I experience doing this. And then the cherry on the cake, I went to my favorite shop at Woolworths, and guess what? They had a 75% sale. Okay, yes, that too. The life in me created me, and the life in me knows I love a bargain. That's what I said, the blanket for 25% off, and there I was. And there was really, really very little clothes left on the 70% sale, because it starts off with 50 and then 60 and then 70, and it's weeks gone by with the sale. I went and no, there's nothing, so I left. So today I went. I wanted to get hubby a t-shirt, and there I went. And later I had to go and get a trolley. So remember, I didn't get any birthday present from hubby or myself or whatever. So I thought, looking back, I just see this was just for me, for my birthday. I actually told Herman, my hubby, you know what, it was as if the clothes were just left there for me because everything I took fitted perfectly. It was beautiful. So this is, I got 2 full bags full of stuff. I mean, it was just amazing. And, oh yes, that is also a great thing. This jersey. I bought this jersey a few weeks when the sale started. I bought this. I loved it, but it looked like my dad. Oh, I loved my dad. He was, as they say in Afrikaans, my hartse punt. That means he was just my special person. So I thought this looks, and it was quite expensive even though on the 50% sale, and I bought it and I came home and I put it on and I said, really, you know, it just looks like it was my dad's. I'm not going to pay that much for it. I said if it was much cheaper, I'd buy it, but it's too expensive. Guess what? It was ridiculous cheap. Absolutely. I was in love. I am so lucky because, I mean, it's just something that I'm going to wear at home. It can be loose. I can put it, and you know, with a ski pant, and it's nice and long, and I can have it over my bum with a ski pant. So I got my jersey that I really loved, but it was just too expensive. So there I got my jersey. I bought it for the second time for next to nothing. I mean, how blessed can you be? You see, the life in me knows me, created me, knows that Izette is going to hyperventilate about this, and I am. Okay, I did get hubby something. The only thing I got him was a very green t-shirt, because that was really the only one that fitted him in this color. So I will always be able to see him wherever we go. So then there was another jersey. I mean, it is huge. That's the style these days. And it's got this beautiful shawl thing that I don't enjoy when it's too tight. This one is nice and loose. And once again, this is more a navy. And it's just glorious for me to wear at home over my ski pants or my thing. And then look at this. I would never ever looked at this if it wasn't on the sale. It is a little bit crazy, I think. But let me tell you, when I put this on, it was absolutely gorgeous. So I got three jerseys for the price of one. The one that I paid and took back. And then it was just a little something like this to go for a walk in. That was next to nothing. I think it was 50 rand. And I got 2 nighties. They were 50 rand each. Summer is coming. It's summer. I don't know how they got into the winter sale. But glorious. It was funny when I came home and hyperventilating. And hubby said, well, I hope the nighties and everything is very sexy and whatever. I say, you know what, I love it. And that's what it's all about. Do I love it? You see, we grew up thinking we need to please our husbands and we need to please our children and our parents and blah, blah, blah. The thing is, we need to please us. If I'm happy, everybody around me, I can make others happy. I cannot make anybody happy if I'm not happy. So I love my nighties. I'm very happy. And that's what it's all about. And that I also had to learn. It's about my life. Life in me, leading and guiding me, is about me. make me happy. It's like the cup is full. I cannot give to anybody if I'm not full. So it's about my happiness. Did all of these things brought me happiness? And I got panties for 75% off, a bra, and even a long pants. I must say, this is now not something that I will wear outside the house, but wow, it's lovely and soft and for winter. Oh, gorgeous. So that's it. So that's my story I want to share. So once again, we got to start trusting and putting our faith and trust in the life in us. At first, it's going to feel terrible. It's going to feel your life is falling apart, because now all of a sudden you got to let go and start to trust the life in you instead. Yes, things are going to happen that you're not going to like, believe you me, and it's going to keep happening. Remember the story with my grandchild that broke her leg when I took them to the beach? I was devastated, but boy oh boy, the healing I received through that episode, there at the end of myself every single time when I was so upset and so heartbroken, the life in me, my spirit, my true life, took me to places in my past that I needed to deal with. Pains came out, and heartache and anger and resentment and deep rooted enemies in me, spiritual enemies. I always say, when you go through something terrible hard, what manifests out of you? Is it unconditional love, because that's your true identity? Is it peace and joy? Is it strength? Or is it anger, resentment, hate? Whatever, those are your enemies, because those things strangle and keep blocked the abundant life in you that's there for you to experience heaven now, abundant life, peace and joy in the midst of anything. We believe, I always believe, if I believed, and if I do the right things, and if I whatever to my God, then I'm going to have a wonderful life. It didn't happen. Bad things still happened. Hard things still happened. Things that I didn't wanted to happen and agree with happened. So I realized that's not truth. So what is truth? Truth is, I will give you peace and joy. The life in us tells us, I will give you peace and joy in the midst of anything you need to go through in this realm. I will be there. I'll give you the strength. I'll give you the peace and joy to get through that day and that moment. That's our promise. Never it is you're going to have a fantastic life. Nothing is ever going to happen. You're going to be stinking rich. Your children is going to turn out like you want them to turn out. You're going to have a wonderful marriage. Everything is going to go well with you. That's not the truth. The truth is, if you start walking and how can I say it in real easy terms? When you start to just walk with what is actually happening in your life, realizing it's for your good. You need to go through this. Stop judging everything is either good or bad. And when you just start to find your peace and joy and make peace with your journey, stop trying to get your life to turn out as you want it to turn out, and make peace with what is actually happening. That's when you start to enjoy the way of the life in you, the way that the life in you is guiding you and leading you and providing for you. Thank you that I can share my journey. Thank you that I can share all my little things. And that's what I want to say. The life in me created me, is me, knows what makes me hyperventilate and happy. And look how blessed I am. I went to town, bought new bedding, even though I'm going to return this one for a more, but still. And look at all these clothes that I got for 75% discount. So have a fantastic day. Love you lots. The life in you is the same life in me. We just got to start trusting that there's a bigger picture, a bigger plan, and start to expect lots of surprises. Like my day was just one big surprise. Love you. Is it from Zedster's Lab?